qualification and your previous jobs.
Okay, sir. Uh, Sir, I have done my graduation in mechanical engineering from
Mhm.
for almost 10 years, and to be precise, it was 10 months. After which, sir, I took a break,
Mhm.
and sir, currently I am pursuing my MBA in
Okay, I think you are jumping from this state to this state. What was the reason behind this?
uh, sorry, sir, I beg to differ here, sir. Sir, I have interest in mechanical things, so I went for an BTech in mechanical engineering.
Mm.
After that, side I worked with a company. My job, I was posted there as graduate engineer trainee. And sir, while working there, sir, I realized that apart from my technical skill,
Mm.
I need to have some managerial skill as well,
Mm.
which can help me to contribute to the organization in more efficient way.
Mm.
So, sir, this was the thought process, and for this, sir, I went on to pursue my MBA. Sir.
Okay, then why you want to come in IB while pursuing your MBA? I think you
Okay,
are
sir.
a bit confused. You are also preparing for examination and also continuing your MBA degree.
Okay, sir. Sir, after my BTech, I have gone for.
ऐसे मत करो, झूलो मत, आराम से बैठो एकदम स्ट्रेट. हाँ, ऐसे बैठे रहो, झूलना नहीं.
Sir, after my BTech, I went for MBA.
Mhm.
And sir, while my MBA period, sir, I was since of because of the COVID-19 virus, sir,
Mhm.
I was staying with my family, sir.
Mhm.
And sir, there I got the opportunity to look at the job roles of my father, who is,
Mhm.
sir, I saw is working very closely and the challenges he faces while performing his duty. So that was something that motivated me very much to take up the challenge and contribute my part in serving the nation.
Mhm.
And sir, at the same time, sir, I got the opportunity to apply for the IB job. Sir, the job profile of IB is such that the profile it provides is very diverse in nature, sir, and the roles are multidimensional, and we get opportunity to work in different scenarios. So it will be a multidimensional job which will provide me opportunity to grow as
Now,
an individual.
now,
These are the reasons.
now define this multidimensional and define the job role of IB.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, regarding the job role of IB, sir, if one is selected in IB ACIO, sir,
Hmm.
there are two types of job responsibility. Either he can work with the central force, sir,
Hmm.
where he will be where the IB ACIO candidate will be on the ground to collect information.
Hmm.
And if it is deputed to the state, sir, there the IBACIO officer has to work with the local police to gather intelligence related to the security matter. And sir, when I say multidimensional, I
Hmm.
mean to say that the job role is diverse in nature, and we will get opportunity to work with different security agencies like if army, or it can be navy or air force, or it can be regional state police as well,
But
or
I
it can
think
be other departments like.
I think military has its own military intelligence. IB doesn't work with the army. Am I wrong or right?
Uh, Sir, IB, sorry, Army has sorry, sir, Army itself has its own military intelligence,
Mhm.
but sir, IB also provide intelligence to the area where that is where there is civilian type of thing.
Mhm.
But in addition, sir, it also provide additional knowledge apart from the domain of the Army intelligence.
Mhm. So,
These are my points.
okay. Now, define the intelligence bureau job role in peace maintaining and border security management.
Okay, sir. Sir, IB has a very significant role to play in peacekeeping, sir. Uh, uh, I can relate the work of IB with the current scenario, sir. In Punjab, sir,
Mhm.
there is a very much pro-Khalistani movement that is surging up. So the role of IB is to check out the intelligence as where these things are happening and
Mhm.
keep the related agencies aware about the wrongdoings that can happen in future, sir.
Mhm.
So this is related to it, sir. And
Okay.
sir,
Okay. Now, tell me your plans. What are your plans for next 5 years?
Okay, sir. Sir, when I will get the opportunity to join this organization, sir, in short
Mhm.
term, I would like to know about the working of organization, how it works, and understand the responsibilities that I will be given, and will try to contribute that.
Mm.
And sir, in long term, sir, I would like to see myself in a situation, sir, where I can contribute to serving the people and make a larger impact on the security of the nation. And sir, in personal space, sir, I believe after 5 years in the upcoming future, sir, I will be going through a phase of marriage as well, which will have a important role in my life as well. So
Okay,
these are
suppose
my plans.
you are posted to northeast insurgent area for next 5 years, and your marriage get delayed for 5 years, and your fiance doesn't ready to marry with you again. Then what will you do at that time? Will you continue in IB, or will you leave your love?
No, sir, as an individual, sir, I have priority of things in the order that first my first priority in my life is my nation, then then my parents, and then my wife, sir. So in that sense, sir, even though priority is listed this way, sir, I will try to communicate with my fiance. I will try to make her understand the job roles that I am doing, and I will take her confidence
Okay,
that I will get back to her.
now suppose you are get married with your fiance, and she is your
Yes,
wife now, and you are posted to northeast insurgent area. But you came to know that you are in
sir.
Assam or Manipur or Meghalaya region, but your wife is get connected with me. Then what will you say to me, and what will you say to your wife?
So first of all, I would try to communicate with my better half
Mm.
as I understand her, and I would try to know about the problems that she might be facing
Mhm.
or whatever issues that might be going in her life, sir. I would first try to communicate with her, and
Okay.
I would make her understand about the responsibilities that I have and the
Mm.
parts that she need to support me, sir. First, this will be the first thing that I will do, sir. Second, I will try to talk with the person who is there, sir,
I,
as
myself,
the
that person, me.
okay, sir.
Mm.
Sir, I would like to talk with you that the
Mm.
person with whom you are interacting is a married woman,
Mm.
and she has a family herself. So, as a gentleman or a sincere human being, you shouldn't be affecting or disturbing the family of others. So these are two things that is coming to my mind.
But I don't think that I'm disturbing your wife, because you are very away from your wife. Even you are not connected with your telephonic calls, and I am giving her mentally and physically support to her as a mature woman needed. And how you can say that I am disturbing her? I am supporting her.
Sir,
Mm.
Sir, I think while I will be doing my job, my wife will be with my family members, my parents, my sisters, brothers. So I think in case she need any help or any type of support, she can contact these people
Mhm.
who are the immediate family members of hers. And if that doesn't solve the problem, she can consult to a psychologist who can help her in much better ways. Connecting to a third person whose identities are not known or whose credibility is not defined, I think would be not a very good idea.
Okay, now define NTRO. What is NTRO and what is its role? Mm.
Sir, NTR stands for National Technical Research Organization. Sir, it is an intelligence agency that works under the PMO, and sir, its job role is to gather intelligence that is related to internal as well as external security and transmit it to the related agencies.
Okay, and
These are the
now
points.
now tell me some names of terrorist organization working in Jammu and Kashmir region.
Yes, sir. Sir, I can recall some of the names. Those are Jaise Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba, Sir, it can be recently they have emerged the Kashmiri tigers, sir, and the also are the sir ISIS, sir, Hizbul Mujahideen, sir, Indian Mujahideen. So these are some of the militant that militant group that is working in JNK.
Okay. Now, tell me the exact difference between militant and terrorist. Who are militant? Who are terrorist? Whom we can say that they are terrorist and they are militant?
Okay, sir. So terrorists are group of people who have their ideological purpose to satisfy using the means of violence. While militants are a group of people who are fighting for a cause. It can be sir religious, it can be sir for regional identity, or it can be anything. Basically, they have a cause that is very significant to them, and their entire process and their aim is revolving around it. So this is the basic difference.
इस साल भारत का बजट कितने करोड़ का रहा है, पता है आपको?
Sorry sir, I'm not aware about the figures. I will look into it.
लेकिन कुछ भी गेस करिए, आप क्या गेस कर पा रहे हैं? क्योंकि आपने जो एमबीए किया हुआ है, आपका बिजनेस से रिलेटेड है एमबीए और इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस से है, तो आपको भारत का पता होना चाहिए कि इस साल कितना का बजट इश्यू हुआ है.
Sir, I'm aware about the expected value size of our economy, sir. So I won't be able to make a guess about the budget.
Okay, tell me what you know.
Sir, the size of Indian economy is about $3.1 trillion, sir, as it has been recently published in a report that India has achieved economy size of $3.1 trillion. And so by 2030, sir, it will be the second largest economy in Asia and third largest in the world, surpassing Germany and Japan.
और हमने $5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी बनने का जो ईयर रखा हुआ है, किस साल तक हम लोग हो जाएंगे?
The ambitious target of 5 trillion economy as it has been kept by our PM is 2025.
ओके. और आप में अब ये बताइए कि हमें पाकिस्तान से ट्रेड करते रहना कितना कंपलसरी है, और हम दूसरी बात, हम अफगानिस्तान में ऐसा क्या करें, ऐसा कौन सा हम लोग मंत्र मारे या ऐसा कौन सी चाल चले जिससे कि जो तालिबान है वहां के लोगों के साथ मानवतावादी काम करे या अमानवीय काम करे, तो भारत से डरे, भारत से डर करके वहां फैसले करे कि देखो गलत काम नहीं करना, भारत है, भारत बहुत डांटेगा. तो पहले तो पाकिस्तान का बताइएगा कि कितना जरूरी है कि उनके साथ ट्रेड कंटिन्यू किया जाए, और हम उन पर किस चीज पर डिपेंडेंट हैं, पाकिस्तान पर, बताइए.
Okay. Sir, regarding trade, sir, India is a net exporter to Pakistan, and we export different types of items like the vegetable food items. That is very important part of the trade with Pakistan, sir. And some of the items that we import from Pakistan we used to import from Pakistan is the cement, sir. Cement and other dry foods were some of the items that we were importing from Pakistan, sir. And sir, regarding how much it is important to trade with Pakistan, sir. Sir, I think as a nation, as a growing economy, sir, the economic benefits or economic interest of any nation is paramount, sir. In that case, sir, if we should have a trade relation with every country, and since Pakistan is our neighbor, we have a dedicated route for it. So I think, sir, in my opinion, we should be going with trade with Pakistan.
And what about Afghanistan?
Sir, Afghanistan, as it has been passed during the Ashraf Ghani government, sir, India has been proactively participating in the humanitarian work that was being done in Afghanistan, sir. India has started multiple projects like the Indira Gandhi Hospital is there, sir. Even the Salma Dam that is there, sir. So India has contributed very heavily into the well-being of people of Taliban, Afghanistan, sir. And sir, as a nation, sir, what we can do at the moment is we can contribute more to the humanitarian ground, and gain the hearts of the people of Taliban, and so that we can get a soft assurance from them that they will not be taking any stringent or any adverse action against that will impact the security of our nation, sir.
चलिए ठीक है. अब आप लास्ट में हमें ये चीज समझाइए कि जो करप्ट पुलिस है ना, पुलिसिंग सिस्टम में जो करप्शन है, जो पुलिस करप्शन करती है, इसमें कोई एक सोल्यूशन बताइएगा, सिर्फ एक, जो सबसे इफेक्टिव हो, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करते ही पूरा करप्शन पुलिस के सिस्टम से बाहर हो जाएगा। केवल एक बताना है आपको।
Okay, sir. Sir, I will suggest of making an agency that will be out of the police system, and it will do a review of every police personnel on a periodic basis, which can figure out their promotions and the economic benefits that they will be getting. This will be my point.
I think still there are many agencies like Anti-Corruption Bureau, Lokpal Lokayuk, Ombudsman, and Central Vigilance Commissions. Then I think we don't need a separate agency to monitor policing system. So which type of things should we implement there so that the corruption in policing system will eradicate completely?
Okay. Sir, regarding the agencies that you have mentioned, I agree, sir. There are multiple agencies to counter the corruption activities, sir. But sir, no agency is dedicated to specifically any department, sir. They are in generic, and sir, the level of corruption that is going on in police departments, sir, we need a special watchdog or a watchdog that is solely observing these things, sir. So, sir, in that way, sir, I would
Then
suggest agency that.
What will be the guarantee that the agency will be corruption free?
Sir, I don't think there will be any assurance of guarantee, but yes, there is a scope of improvement in that.
बट हम आपसे ऐसा सोल्यूशन चाहते हैं कि आप ऐसा सोल्यूशन, एक मंत्र जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं ना पैनासिया रामबाण, आप मार दें और करप्शन गायब हो जाए। आप एक करप्शन की कंपनी को और खड़ा कर दे रहे हैं, क्योंकि सरकारी तंत्रों में अक्सर देखा गया है कि एक तंत्र दूसरे तंत्र में शामिल होते ही कोऑर्डिनेशन कर लेता है, क्योंकि ह्यूमन जो है जब भी होगा तभी करप्शन आराम से होगा। आपको भी पता है कि अगर जब तक आदमी आदमी से मिलता रहेगा करप्शन होता रहेगा, तो वो बड़े आराम से वो कंपनी भी भ्रष्ट हो जाएगी, एजेंसी भी भ्रष्ट हो जाएगी और काम चालू हो जाएगा।
Sir, what we can do is we can use technology as a means, sir, when it comes to doing the regular day-to-day operations of the police department, sir. we can leverage technology for that, sir.
What about what about privatization of policing system in India? What will be the picture?
Sir, I think the matter of law and order and these types of social things should be a matter of government itself, sir. Because, sir, when we will try to do the privatization, sir, the influential people have a big say in the entire process, sir. And those who are downtrodden or who are economically weaker, they won't be able to get the justice, sir. So I beg to differ on the very basic idea of privatization of police.
But I think private companies are doing very well, but as they are performing very well rather than others, like BSNL are not giving very much good service rather than private companies like Jio and any other companies. That's why that's why Indian government are taking steps toward disinvestment and privatization in railways and many other government organizations.
Yes, sir, I agree with your point. But sir, if you look at our constitution, India is a socialist state, sir. And by being a socialist state, it's responsibility of the state to look out at the citizens who are not very uplifted. And sir, the responsibility of welfare of those people is sole responsibility of the government. So in that sense, sir, I agree with the very idea that you have. Sorry, I disagree with the idea of privatization. And sir, regarding the privatization of companies, different companies that is going on, sir, the government has tried to reduce their stake in those areas where there has been the actionable development with respect to what it has been during the time of framing of our constitution.
Okay.
Okay,
I got your answer, and all the best for your future, and nice to talk with you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So it was a great learning experience. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.